Hi, David Dahl. Hi, mate, Aussie Villain. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. I'm good. Listen, the reason that I'm calling is that I've been talking to Bruce, and we've really been impressed by your performances. So what we'd like to do is, rather than go to arbitration again this season, is offer you a big boy contract. Yeah, look, to be honest, I think it might be a little bit cheaper for us to do it now, rather than when you got us over a barrel with free agency looming. Yeah, no, I'm glad you agree. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 4 at the Colorado Rockies. And today we're going to be losing to the LA Dodgers, let's be honest with ourselves. And we also have the first year player draft, so a lot to catch up on, also a lot to do, I should say, this episode. But the big news is David Dahl has signed a long-term contract with the club, a 9-year, almost $117 million contract. Basically, it's 7 years at just under $13 million. 2 years, last 2 years we can opt out of. You can see all the other ins and outs of it there. He has been an absolute star. He's batted well and truly over 300 for 3 years in a row now, or 2.5 years now, and he's a defensive gem in left field as well. It was a little bit of a no-brainer in my opinion, so we're only paying him a little bit more than he got this year in arbitration anyway. And this way, we don't end up having to pay him $20-30 million if we want to keep him in a couple of years' time. So let me know what you think of that in the comments, but I think it was a sensible thing to do. I think we can trust that he's going to be a useful player for us for a number of seasons. He's only 27, so 9 years, 36. The last 2 years we can get out of is 34. I think it's a good deal for us, to be honest. I really do. Now, let's have a quick look and see where things are standing since we left you. We are still second bottom of the division, which isn't great. I mean, the Dodgers are absolutely flying. We're 8 games out of the wild card, so that is slowly just slipping away from us a little bit. And where it's slipping away, I mean, look at the ERA numbers here, and you don't have to be a genius to see where it's slipping away from us. We cannot find a closer to save ourselves. I mean, Oberg's doing actually worse than what Junior Fernandez was, I think, so that's not great. But it just kind of a little bit of it is what it is. Now, Conor Green here, he was the American League Rookie of the Month for the last month. That would have been May, so well done to him. We can see him there. He's having a good year for us, which is excellent. Now, what else we want to catch you up on? We want to try and do this quickly, so let's have a quick look at the schedule, see how things have been going. We've won 5 of 14 since we left you. We left off here, of course, against the White Sox. We then went and swept the Phillies, which is absolutely incredible. An 11-12 win, but then a 10-1 win to finish things off, so we got gradually better. Then we played the Dodgers. We lost 4 against them. That's no real surprise. The frustrating thing in Game 4 here was that in the 9th, we gave up 6. So that flatters them a little bit, I think, that score. But I think this is where Oberg destroyed his ERA. Yeah, 1 out, 6 earned run. So that's where that's where it all went wrong for Scotty Oberg. Then we played the Giants. Now, they are obviously the bottom team in the division, and we got swept by them as well. 3 close games, or the first 2 anyway. So that was frustrating. Then we played the D-backs. We smashed them in Game 1, which was good. Game 2 we won, and then Game 3 we got beaten quite comfortably. We're beginning another 4-game series against the Dodgers. Now, having to play the Dodgers in all these 4-game series, that's not helping our win rate, I've got to say. But they just snuck by us again, which is frustrating. Maybe we're due a win, but I'm pretty sure we're 0 for about 20 against them so far this season. So that's something to look forward to there. Quick look at the expanded standings before we go to this draft. And you can see them there. The Dodgers are comfortably the best team in baseball right now by an absolute mile. And we're the lucky ones that get to play them every second game. So there we go. But we've still got Tapia up there in the batting averages, which is good. He's also up there in the on-base plus slug percentage. Where are we down here? The hit streaks, well, we know that what that's doing. And pitching, we don't really have any pitches up there in the stats. Now, other thing is all-star voting. And again, I want to do this as quickly as possible so we don't end up with a really long episode, because the Dodgers are probably going to score a lot of runs against us. Players we have up there. Arenado is top of the third baseman. No surprise there. The only other player that we have in the voting, I'll just quickly scroll down so you can have a look. In left field, David Dahl. And again, not really any surprise there. I thought maybe Tapia might be a chance in right field, but no such luck. And unsurprisingly, maybe it is surprising, we do have a pitcher with the Rookie of the Month, Conor Green, in there amongst the relief pitchers, but he's the only one. All right, let's go have a look at this draft. Now, because we sucked so bad last year, we do get to go second, so we will get ourselves a nice draft pick here, which is nice. Let's scroll back up to the top. And let's have a look. No, we can never have too many starting pitchers, could we? So first of all, let's get to our draft pick and see who we can get. And I want to take my time a little bit with this, because this could be a potentially series-changing move that we make here. Now, is he that great? We've got Christian Little here. Oh, right, Christian Little's looking like my man. Extremely hard to sign a £10 million bonus. I don't think we have £10 million, so maybe we can't do that. Another starting pitcher there. Let's have a look at OSA ratings as the default here. We've got a relief pitcher. Now, could he become a starter? No, he could not, so we don't want to waste a first pick on him. Another relief pitcher. Okay, now this guy could potentially become a starter, so he's okay. Got a good changeup as well. Jack Sinclair. Pitchers, they're so hit and miss though, aren't they? I do have all players. Would be not like me to just have half the available players up there, would it? All right, so let's see what the scouting director says. Who does he recommend for us? He recommends Kumar Rocker. Now, that is a fantastic name. OSA rating say he's quite good as well. So let's go with him on that one. Extremely hard £10 million bonus, which isn't ideal, but let's get him in then. Let's get him in. All right. Next pick, and let's have a look here. Scouting director recommends Raleigh Hector. Now, he is another starting pitcher. OSA doesn't particularly like him. He doesn't look particularly good either. All right, so let's go off the track here. Let's get a shortstop, shall we? You can never have too many shortstop prospects, can you? So let's go with him. And we'll draft him in. Oh, why can't he's impossible? So maybe let's not do that then. I mean, a 5-star player. He's only a relief pitcher though, so it's not much good. All right, quick game's a good game here. Come on, Aussie Villain. He could be a starter, so let's go with him. Let's go with Dunmurray or whatever his name is. And there we go. Let's go to the next draft pick. As ever, I won't do the whole draft because it does get a little bit tedious, doesn't it? But we'll do 1 or 2 more rounds here. Irv Carter. I do love that name. Yeah, potentially he looks like he could be quite good. So let's get him in. And let's say maybe we look at 2 more rounds here. Scouting director recommends Bradley House. We've got a third baseman now. At 18, we do need to maybe start and look at the Arenado replacement, but is this guy him? And you've got to say, probably not. A first baseman here that could be decent. Not really. What about an Italian? We don't have any Italians. No, he's quite poor. All right, so one more look at a starter here. I like the look of him. Let's go with Brandon Blur, or Bear, or whatever his name is there. And that's possible, so let's get him in. And we'll do maybe 1 more round and see where we go here, because I think we're seeing that there's not too much in terms of players that we would expect to see in our first team at any time soon. He is absolutely terrible. I might go with another starting pitcher, I think. Let me know what you guys think is the best draft method, but I think maybe stacking us with starting pitchers is maybe a sensible thing to do, because worst case scenario, we'll have tradable options. Anyway, let's check these lineups for our inevitable loss against the Dodgers. Alright, and here we go, and these matchups don't look too bad. So leading us off is Brendan Rodgers at second base, David Dahl in left field bats second, Arenado, the third baseman, bats third, Tapia bats fourth, he is in right field and in a massive hot streak. Trevor Story, the shortstop, bats 5, Ryan McMahon's at first base, he bats 6, Jackie Bradley Jr. in center field bats 7, Christian Vazquez in a hot streak at catcher, he bats 8, Robbie Ray is on the mound for us today, and he is up against Chris Archer. Why are they so good? They're all so good. It's not fair. ERA this season, under 2. A whip of under 1. This is depressing. Alright then, here we are at Dodgers Stadium, or whatever it's called these days. It is still Dodgers Stadium. Brendan Rodgers to lead us off, batting .280 so far this season. And, well, hopefully he'll have a good show here. What is the season? They're on a 6-game win streak. They've won all 8. from us this season. We've only played them 8 times. I swear to God, it's more than that. It feels like it feels like we have played them 20 times already. 2-2 pitch, and Rogers pops it up, and that will be caught out there in right field. I don't think the right fielder's had to move yet, and that is 1 away. Up comes David Dahl, new contract in his pocket, batting .325 this season. 0-2 is the count with 1 out and no one on. David Dahl swings through strike 3. That is 2 away, for Arenado, who's batting .293 and not doing too well of late. 1-1, and he gets hit. That's uncalled for. Arenado goes up to first. It's Tapia now coming into bat. He's batting .378 this season. 1-2's the count. Tapia with a little swinging bunt in front of the catcher. That'll do it for the top of the first. And not much to write home about for us Rockies. Alright, it's going to be Robbie Ray to face Taylor, who's batting .250 this season. 1-2 is the count on him. Come on, Robbie Ray. 1-2. And there's a strikeout to get us underway. Wonderful stuff. In comes AJ Pollock. He is batting .283. 0-2 is the count on him. Robbie Ray, back-to-back strikeouts. Love your work. In comes Corey Bellinger, who is batting .323. 1-2 is the count. We couldn't strike out the side, could we? No, we can't, but it's a ground ball to Rogers, over to McMahon, and that'll do it for the first. That looked okay, didn't it? That did look okay. Archer now to face Travis Story, who's batting .233 this season. 1-1 is the count on him. Travis Story gets a good piece of that, rips it into left field, and that should be a leadoff double for our shortstop. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. I've got to say, although we have lost 8 games, or all 8 games against the Dodgers this season, there's been more than a couple of times when it's been sort of a one-run game. McMahon comes in batting .307 this year. So it's not like they've been blowing us away every time, just some of the times. And that is not the best hit, but it does get Trevor Story over to third. And with 1 away, we have that go-ahead run 90 feet from the plate. It's Jackie Bradley batting .166 this season. Jackie Bradley pops it up. Now, is it deep enough to score Trevor Story? Center field makes the catch. Trevor Story gets thrown out at the plate. And that'll do it for the second. Oh, it's enough to make you want to rage quit, isn't it? Alright, it's Gavin Lux coming in. He's batting .324 this season. 2-2's the count. Come on, Robbie Ray. Can we get a 4th strikeout in a row? Oh, yes, we can. Robbie Ray. Love it. Oh, no, it's not it, because the last one wasn't a strikeout, was it? Never mind. 3 for the season, though. 3 for the game. In comes Will Smith, who's batting .243. 1-2's the count on him. Robbie Ray has a 4th strikeout from 5 batters. And it is Corey Seager coming in now. World Cup hero in real life, I believe. Though I didn't see too much of it, given the time of night that it's on. And we have struck out the side this time. Robbie Ray, 5 strikeouts. He is on fire in LA. That's a terrible... No, let's not leave that alone. It is batting .241, Christian Vazquez. If there is anybody in LA watching, or California, those fires look absolutely horrid. Vazquez starts us off with a double. Now let's hope this time, Vazquez, what a signing he has been. Magnificent stuff. And it's Robbie Ray now. Now, can he drop down a nice little sack bunt for us? Get him over to third. We can try and not get thrown out the plate. Robbie Ray, he does lay down a bunt. It looks like a good one. First base comes in. Oh, they try for third. They get him at third. And it's Beatty as well. One of our Blue Jays. How has that happened? Anyway, in comes Rogers. First pitch swing from Brendan Rodgers. He hits that into right field. It gets to the fence. Is Robbie Ray going to be able to score? Probably not, but it is going to be a double for Rogers. With 1 away, we ended up with 1 away getting runners at second and third. So good stuff there from Rogers. Now can David Dahl drive in a run? He's 0 for 1 today. 2-2's the count. Oh, swing the bat, Dahl. That's 2 away, and it's up to Arenado, who got hit last time. Can he drive in these runs? 2-2's the count, and Arenado strikes out. And we're getting closer, but we can't get this go-ahead run. It's McKinstry coming into bat now, batting .262 this season. 0-2's the count. Can Robbie Ray get another one? No, he can't, and it's going to be a first hit for the Dodgers as that goes into center field for a single. Ah, disappointing. Matt Beatty comes up now, batting .367. That could be... No, just 1. We did... Actually, we traded for... Yeah, well, obviously we did. But I forgot that we traded for the Dodgers for Matt Beatty. And it's Robbie Ray now to face his opposing pitcher, Chris Archer. That's a 3-pitch strikeout for him. And back to the top of the order for Chris Taylor, who is 0 for 1 today. 2-0's the count. Taylor pops it up. That should be playable there for David Dahl in left field. And that'll do it for the third. We are still tied at 0. And let's see if this fourth innings is where we can finally get that run across the plate. Tapia, who's 0 for 1 to lead us off. First pitch swing. Tapia. Oh, absolutely crushed that towards Beatty and gets the error. You think he could have just stuck his toe onto the base. He was stunned. It's a stunned mullet at first. It brings Trevor Story up, who got the double last time up. 1 on. 2-0 pitch. They try to pick him off. Thankfully, Tapia is awake. And let's see what we can do. It's a full count on Trevor Story. Story strikes out. That's 1 away. Tapia could steal second potentially. McMahon comes in, who's 0 for 1 today. First pitch swing. There goes Tapia. And he's not even close. And our base running this game has been disgraceful. That's 2 away with no one on now for McMahon. 2-1's the count. And McMahon grounds it into the shift. Third baseman has it over to first. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Couldn't make them pay for the error, and it's AJ Pollock coming in, who's 0 for 1 to face Robbie Ray. It's a first pitch swing, and that is a ground ball. Trevor Story should have that over to McMahon, 1 away. You're just waiting for the Dodgers just to plant one in the back, out of the stadium here, aren't you? Corey Bellinger, he's the most likely to do it. 1-0's the count. Bellinger pops it up. Dahl is there, as is the center fielder. Oh, David Dahl. Bellinger at second for Gavin Lux. 0-2 is the count. There's a strikeout. Nice response, Robbie Ray. That's 2 away. And can we get away with that error now? The inning should be over. Smith comes in. 2-1's the count. Smith grounds it to second base. Rogers has it over to first. And we do get away with the Dahl error. It's scoreless through 4. And it's Jackie Bradley to lead us off. He's 0 for 1. He should have had a sac fly last time up, but didn't quite get Trevor Story across. He strikes out this time. Vazquez comes in, he's 1 for 1, he's been in absolutely magnificent form. 0-1 pitch, and he rips it into left field, and he has another hit. Our defensive catcher, and he's batting 750 or whatever it is. It's Robbie Ray coming in. He, of course, messed up his sack bunt last time. This time he tries again, and this time, Robbie Ray. That is the worst sack bunt I think we'll ever see. A sack bunt that ended in a double play. Sager comes in, he's 0 for 1. Come on, Robbie, you owe us for that, mate. 1-2's the count. There's another strikeout. Robbie Ray, 8 strikeouts through 4 1/3. It's McKinstry who got a hit last time up. He comes in, 1-2's the count on him. Robbie Ray gets himself a 9th strikeout. What is the record? Matt Beatty now comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. 0-1's the count. Beatty gets himself a base hit into right field. Tapia's there, and it'll just be a single. Archer comes in, the opposing pitcher. 1-2's the count. And it's another strikeout for Robbie Ray. He has 10 strikeouts through 5 innings. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Brendan Rodgers to lead us off. He's 1 for 2 today. It's a full count. Come on, Rodgers. Come on, mate. Rodgers pops it up, and that'll be caught out there in left field unless they have a David Dahl moment. But no such luck. 1 away. David Dahl, speak of the devil, comes in. He's 0 for 2. 1-2's the count. This doesn't look like it's going to end well for us. No, David Dahl swings through, strike 3 for 2 away. And Arenado, who's 0 for 1 with that hit by a pitch as well. 2-0's the count. Arenado gets it down the third base line, but it's playable, and that is out at first. And we are scoreless through 6. Now, can we keep them scoreless? Chris Taylor comes in, 0 for 2 to face Robbie Ray. 0-1's the count, and that is going to get into left field and be a leadoff double. And, well, this, with the top of their order coming up, is the danger innings, isn't it, for Robbie Ray now. Let's see what he can do with AJ Pollock, who's 0 for 2. It's another first pitch swing. Pollock grounds at the first base. That'll be out, but it will get the runner over to third. And with just 1 away and Bellinger and Lux to come, this is trouble. Bellinger, 1-1, 1 out, runner at third. He has got it up the middle, and that gives the Dodgers the lead. We gave them a sniff, and they took it. We've had a couple of sniffs, and we've choked, haven't we? Corey Bellinger with the RBI single. Lux comes in now. 1-0's the count on him. Lux hits that into center field. Jackie Bradley cannot get there. And is that going to double their lead? Jackie Bradley gets it in. Bellinger stays at third, but with 1 away, runners at second and third now. And it's the 6th innings where it all starts to go wrong. Will Smith comes in now. He's 0 for 2. 1-1's the count. Will Smith pops it up. Infield fly. It should be playable. And it is, and the runners stay where they are for 2 away. That's a big, big out. Corey Seager comes in now. He's 0 for 2. 0-2's the count. Can we finish this innings, please? Rogers has it over to first. And we do just drop the 1 run, but we've dropped a run nonetheless. We're behind the Dodgers through 6. And, well, now we need to make sure we're getting across the plate. Tapia now, 0-2. 2-2's the count. Come on, Tapia. He has hit that well into right field, and that should be at least a double for Tapia. Could he stretch it into a triple? He's turning, he's going. Tapia leads us off with a triple, and that tying run is just 90 feet away with no one out. Surely we can get this run across. Trevor Story, who's 1 for 2, comes in. 2-2's the count on him. Don't strike out, Trev. He doesn't. He's hit it well. It's to right field. Can Tapia get home? Don't get thrown out the plate again. No, we've got there this time, even though the animation would suggest that we didn't. We have tied it up. Trevor Story with a sac fly, and McMahon now 0 for 2 comes in. 0-1's the count. Come on, McMahon. Rip into 1. He has popped it up, and left field should have a catch out there unless we have a David Dahl moment, which we do not, and that's 2 away. Jackie Bradley comes up now. He's 0 for 2. 1-2 is the count on him. Come on, Jackie. No, he strikes out again. That'll do it for the top of the 7th. We stretch tied at 1 with the all-conquering Dodgers. Robbie Ray to continue. Now, pitching slot will bat next for us. If he can get through this innings, that'll be huge. McKinsey comes in. 2-2. And he's hit that. How well's he hit it? Too well. It's 2-1. 411 feet over right centre field. And the Dodgers go back in front. And will that do it for Robbie Ray? No, he will continue to Matt Beatty, who's 1 for 2. 0-2's the count. Beatty strikes out. That's strikeout number 600 this game for Robbie Ray. Archer comes in for them. He's going to stay in the game. It's a first pitch swing. That's a ground ball to second. Rogers has it over to first. That's 2 away. It's a real shame they didn't pinch hit Archer then, isn't it? Chris Taylor comes in for them now. 2 out. 1 for 3 he is today. Another first pitch swing. That's straight back to Robbie Ray. He makes the play. That'll do it. And he's done really well against that lineup. He's just given up the 2 runs through 7 innings. Kenley Jansen comes in for them. So why would they have hit their pitcher? Anyway, that's their problem, not ours. Christian Vazquez, who's 2 for 2, comes in. 2-2 is also the count. Can we get something more from our catcher here? Vazquez, no. He strikes out this time. That's 1 away. And Kenley is injured, and they've taken him out of the game. Well, let's call that a productive out, shall we? Evan White comes in. He's in a slump, batting 200 this year. 1-0 is the count. Come on, Evan. Evan White gets it through. It's a single for Evan White. That's a way to pinch hit, mate. Wonderful stuff. A worm burner. I'm assuming that means it was a ground ball. And it's Brendan Rodgers now, who's 1 for 3. What can Brendy do? 1-1's the count. Brendan Rodgers pops it up. And that'll be 2 away for David Dahl. We need you now, Davey. Come on, mate. He's 0 for 3 today. 1-1's the count. David Dahl has... What's he done? It's not deep enough. It's going to be caught in left field, and that'll do it for the top of the 8th. And we are still down by 1. Now, who comes in to pitch for us? It's Fernando Romero, ERA of 5.73 this season, to face AJ Pollock, who's 0 for 3. Come on, Fernando. 1-2 is the count on the leadoff man. And Fernando sits him down. Wonderful stuff. All right, in comes Bellinger now, who's 1 for 3. It's a full count. He already has 1 RBI today. This time he grounds it out to Brendan Rodgers. That's going to be 2 away. And it's Gavin Lux, who's 1 for 3 to face Fernando, who's so far done quite well. 1-1's the count. That is into right field, though. He's given up a 2-out single there. And, well, it goes without saying, we do not want another run across the plate. Will Smith, who's 0 for 3, comes in. Romero strikes him out to end the 8th. And let's have a bat, boys, and we need a run. Again, we've run the Dodgers close, haven't we? Alex Wood comes in for them. He's going to face Arenado. Arenado not had a good day today. He's been hit, and that's about it. 1-2's the count. Come on, Nolan. He has popped it up into center field, and that will be 1 away. We have 2 outs left. It's Tapia, who's 1 for 3. 2-1's the count. Come on, Ramel. Tapia has hit it to center field, and that's going to be 2 away. We are down to our final out. We just need 1 swing of the bat, and it is Trevor Story to try and deliver it. He has the RBI already. 1-2. 1 for 2 yesterday. 0-2's the count. Trevor Story, he's down to his final strike. and we've lost to the Dodgers 2-1. It was a heroic effort by Robbie Ray, a fantastic start for him. He has 99 strikeouts on the season now, but we've run them close again. We really do lack a little bit of luck against the Dodgers. I don't know how many times we've got to play them, but that's 9. We've got 2 more to come. We've dropped to bottom of the division now, and I'm going to say it's not fair we have to play the Dodgers so often. If we had just another team we could win half against, or just go a regular amount, another 3 wins, and we'd only be, 5 games out of the wild card. But anyway, I'm just complaining now because we lost. But that's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll be back next time. Now, the next thing, there's the International Amateur Free Agents. That's the 2nd of July, so that seems like a good point to come back. So we'll be back for that. We'll be facing the Giants at home, and that's a game that I know it'll be the first game of the series, won't it? But that's a game we really, really should be winning. So until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.